times have you run across an old item and just thrown it away? In order to find ways to use these items, look at them from all angles. Turn them upside down and examine them. You'd be surprised what you'll come up with. Welcome to Jensen's DIY, and here are 30 incredible ways to recycle old items into cool storage solutions. 1. Cheese grater turned pen and pencil holder. Who doesn't need more pen and pencil holders? Rather than go for the traditional coffee mugs and random cups, why not use a kitchen item that has been lurking in your cupboard? This pen and pencil holder was formerly a cheese grater. Just turn it upside down, anchor it to your desk, and go. 2. Empty can storage tower. Old cans can be attached to swivels and used as clever storage for small items. Just make sure that the top section, where the lid once was, is no longer sharp and pointed. Some cans, like those used to hold tuna and cat food, are great paperclip and pushpin holders. 3. Empty wooden spools shouldn't be thrown out. Instead, they can be repurposed into many things, such as this wooden spool jewelry rack. All you need to do is attach the spools to a piece of wood, a chunk of painted metal, or even a wall. Then, once they're dry, hang your jewelry on them. 4. A cardboard egg carton is perfect size for storing earrings, small office supplies, and many other things. Even better, it has a lid, so you don't have to worry about losing all of those small pieces. Just make sure that the inside of the carton is as clean as possible. 5. What can you do with an empty 2-liter pop bottle? You can either recycle it, as in toss it into the recycle bin, or you can turn it into a handy plastic grocery bag dispenser. Clean out the bottle, remove the cap, cut off the very top, and then fill it with grocery bags. 6. You don't have to hang your child's chore chart on the refrigerator. Instead, use an old yardstick as a base, attach it to the wall, and then glue a brightly painted wooden clothespin to it. You can even use a plastic clothespin if you wish. Place the chore chart under the clip. Your child will love it, if not their chores. 7. Wooden crate storage bins. Rather than break down old wooden crates, leave them whole, and then coat them with paint. Depending on the room, both neutral and bright colors will work. Once the paint is dried, attach them together and build a wooden frame to house them. Each of your children can use one as a cubby. 8. Several 6-inch lengths of PVC pipe can be made into a wrapping paper holder, thanks to a little ingenuity. Start by cutting the pipe down to size and painting it a festive color. Then attach the lengths to a wooden board and anchor it to the wall. Each one is just the right size to hold a roll of wrapping paper. 9. Metal brackets and wooden boards form a paint station. It's simple to create a paint station for your garage. Start with some scrap pieces of wood. Attach them so that they form a sturdy shelf or two with an extended top section. That space can be filled with metal shelving brackets that are the perfect width to hold paintbrushes by the handle. 10. If your child needs some incentive to put away their toys, then we have an idea for you. Take a few colorful plastic baskets and hang them on the wall. These baskets have handles, and as long as the toys are light enough, a good plastic sticky hook will anchor them nicely. Use one basket for each type of small toy. 11. Old hand rakes don't really seem to have any purpose until you take a good look at them, that is. If you clean off the metal section, you can use it to hold neckties and necklaces. You could also use the old rustic aesthetic, turn it upside down, anchor it to the wall of your garage, and hang garden supplies from it. 12. Wooden crate turned Ottoman. The best thing about Ottomans is that they don't need to be pristine and perfect. You can get away with a slightly rustic model like this one. It consists of a wooden crate that has been well cleaned but not painted, and a custom cushion for the top made from colorful fabric. You can even store things in it. 13. A vintage suitcase bar. You read that right, a vintage suitcase turned into a rolling bar. Removing the lid from the suitcase leaves it permanently open, and placing it on its side with the addition of some wooden shelves and sides makes it a great location to store some alcohol, glasses, and other bar accoutrements. 14. Rather than hang a boring corkboard or whiteboard to the wall of your kitchen, reuse an old wooden pocket door. Remove the adjoining door and paint it a bright color, then hang it on the wall. The small slats are just the right size to hang hooks and clothespins on. 15. Glass window shelf. In order to add a vintage touch to your home, look for an old leaded window complete with an interesting glass pattern. Hang it on the wall and attach a small wooden ledge to the underside. You can use that ledge to hold keepsakes, statues, or whatever works with the space. 16. Ice cube tray jewelry holder. Rather than buy a standard jewelry holder for your bedroom, get creative and turn an everyday object into one. For example, a plastic, or metal if you want a vintage look, ice cube tray can make a perfect jewelry holder. Each of those small sections can hold a necklace, a pair of earrings, a bracelet, and more. 17. Basket shoe storage. Storing shoes properly can be tricky, especially when you're dealing with sandals and flip-flops. They just don't fit on most shoe racks. This is why you need to think outside of the box and place them in baskets. These ordinary baskets are just the right size to hold a number of pairs standing up on their heels. 18. What can you do with old dresser drawers? Well, once the dresser itself has fallen apart, attach wheels and casters to the bottom of the drawers and then roll them under your bed. Use them to store pieces of clothing that don't fit anywhere else: shoes, jewelry, journals, and more. It all depends on the size of the drawer. 19. Cake stand turns sewing station. Sewers understand what's involved in their hobby: a ton of small pieces that get easily lost. An aluminum cake stand is a perfect size and shape to hold all of these items and more. You can place jars full of buttons, all of your pin cushions, and many of your other tools on them. 20. Skateboard bookshelf. Whether you used to skate or recently found a cache of old skateboard decks, there's nothing cooler than this bookshelf. Remove the wheels and casters and attach the decks to metal rods, running them right through the wood. Put a few feet on the bottom and you have an ideal bookshelf on your hands or on your floor. 21. Hardcore readers will have a hard time lopping the spines off old books, but once those books have been water damaged, they really aren't readable anymore. You can give them a new life by gluing those spines to a wooden box and using it to create hidden storage space on any bookcase. 22. Old wooden crates have dozens of uses. Once you have 3 of them the same size, you just need to clean them well and attach them together, leaving a useful bin opening on each. If you'd like, place some wheels on the bottom so that you can roll your new storage cart around from one location to another. 23. Coffee mug kitchen storage. Are you saddled with old coffee mugs that have been chipped and yet still look interesting? Turn them into a cool kitchen storage unit that's perfect for small items like folded up clothes and even flowers. 24. Drawer shadow boxes. Did you know that you can make a shadow box of sorts out of an old drawer? Clean the drawer well and paint the outside. Then, line the inner section with some colorful paper. Hang it on the wall vertically so that the drawer pull faces down. And then, place any number of flat or small objects in it. 25. Old drawers can also become bathroom storage units. It all starts with finding the perfect deep drawer to hold rolled up bathroom towels. Once you have that, paint the drawer to match your decor and attach wheels and casters to the end. This way, you can move it from place to place in your bathroom. 26. Mason jar toy storage. Old mason jars can be used for many different things, from vases to toy storage. Yes, you read that right, toy storage. Paint the lids of the jars and attach action figures to the tops in order to give them a playful look. Your child can use the jars to hold blocks, other action figures, and any number of small toys. 27. Did you know that you can turn a piece of wood, some old doorknobs, and even an old deadbolt or two into a coat rack? You'll need to replace the key section of the deadbolt with a blank in order to avoid harming any keys that you place in it. The doorknobs themselves make a great place to hang coats and bags. 28. Even old instruments can be recycled into furniture. In this example, an old snare drum with its top removed and a new one added on can become a nightstand. Make sure that the new top is sturdy enough to hold a lamp, an alarm clock, and more. You may need to add some feet to the drum as well. 29. An old basket can be used to hold towels in any number of non-traditional ways. One suggestion involves hanging the basket vertically on the wall and then placing the towels in the bottom. This makes it easy to grab the ones that you want, and it adds some visual appeal to your home. 30. Old suitcase drawers. If you want to add a little vintage flair to your bedroom or study, use old shelving units and some suitcases. Find suitcases that fit the shelves perfectly, or build the shelves around them, whatever works best. Then, when you need to store something, just pull the suitcase out and place your items in it. And that's all for now. What do you think about this episode? Please share your thoughts about this video in the comments section. For more recycle storage ideas, stay tuned to our channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.